Alright, welcome back with another video. It's One Future King once again. Today I'm going to be doing my reaction to a couple of Cuckoos, episode 5. So far this series has been moving along swimmingly. We're only episode 5 because unfortunately it started pretty late into the season. But so far the series is moving along swimmingly. The first 4 episodes were... I expected the series to be good, but the first 4 episodes were way better than I expected. Okay, and I'm loving... I love the fact that I've recently learned that, as I mentioned in my last couple of Cuckoos reaction video, that the manga is written by the same person who wrote Yamada-kun and Seven Witches. So that explains why it's so good, because that series is excellent, and that makes me even more hyped to continue the series. You know, the series so far, within just 4 episodes, has done a really good job getting me to like the chemistry of not only Nagi and Amano, but also Nagi and the purple-haired chick. Still don't remember her name yet. But I like I like both couple chemistries. Even though I'm fairly certain Amano is going to win, I still like both couple chemistries. Okay? A lot. So, yeah. Now all the series needs to do is get me to like the chemistry between Nagi and Sachi. Although she seems to be kind of the third girl, it's like he's supposed to marry Amano, but he already has feelings for the purple-haired chick. Sachi is his stepsister, whom he thought was his real sister for his entire life up to this point. You know, and it's kind of like the third wheel, essentially. I guess maybe not third wheel isn't the correct terminology here. But, you know, the third one, basically, that, you know, he considered her to be his sibling for a long time up to this point. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if later on in the story there's, like, a lot of drama regarding that. Like she's had these feelings for him for a long time, but she has always concealed them because they're siblings, but now that she knows that they're not siblings, she does feel like she can maybe try and pursue them. But she also knows that he's engaged to Amano, and I'm not sure if she's aware that he has a crush on the purple-haired chick or not, but I assume he'll find out eventually. I assume that she'll find out eventually. And obviously, she has no idea whether he would even be willing to consider reciprocating the feelings to a girl whom he considered to be his sibling for so long. You know? I mean, if this was a hentai, then there'd be no issue. But this is not a hentai, this is like a normal anime, so it's a bit more complicated given that. And anyways, let's just get on with it then. I know little about this episode except that apparently Amano's going to transfer into his school. So, once again, the intro was at the very beginning of the episode, so I skipped over the entire thing, which means that I'm starting this episode at 1 minute and 30 seconds. The episode will begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Nagi-kun, どうしたの?
なんか今日は学校へ行きたくなくて。
ダメ! 行くべき!
そこはさ、たまにはサボってもいいんじゃないとか、そんな日もあるよねとか。
いいからとにかく行くのよ。
はい。
Yeah, she's not that kind of girl. Sorry. So sorry, Nagi. She's not.
なんなんだ？未だかつて学校に行くのがこんなに憂鬱だったことがあっただろうか。
でもね、海野くんとは絶対に付き合えないよ。私、許嫁がいるんだ。だから。
Yeah, she said that in the last episode. That's something I actually did not notice while I was watching, but when I edited the reaction, I did put text up there noting that I noticed that during editing. Because, yeah, I didn't even notice that while I was watching it. I think I was too much busy talking during that part because I really enjoyed that beginning with her and Nagi. But yeah, apparently she is also engaged as well. Although Nagi and Amano's engagement I don't think is technically official yet. By the sounds of things, it seems like her engagement is official. That's usually why you would say I'm engaged, is if it's like official and she's accepted it. So that makes things even more interesting, honestly.
海野くん、おはよう。
ちょっとトイレ行ってくる。おっ。
大丈夫？
ダッサ。
I love how freaking awkward that he is now. Like, it seems like even more so than he was before after having that scene with her at the beginning of last episode and learning that she's engaged too. It's like.
実は私も。
ガチ勢だ。
だってスインチを持ち歩くなんてすごいよね。
いや、これはたまたまというか、そこでも張り合う気か？42。187。強いじゃん。まあこうなったから、俺も本気を出すとして今年中には追いつくかな。
She's a true nerd if that's the case.
焦らなくてもさ、御朱印は逃げないからね。
We compete over everything if it has to do with our passions.
だね。
I assure you that.
そうそう。あと今日も私の方が早く学校に来たしね。
さらなる追撃。言っておくけど、明日は負けないから。
それはどうかな。もう時
Oh
間
god,
だ
why do I
ね。
recognize her voice too? Sounds very familiar, like a very prolific female voice actress.
これからも一緒に朝活できるかな。
もちろん。
You know, it could just be she wants to be friends with him, but considering that blush and that smile, why do I get the feeling that she actually is starting to develop feelings for him over, like, whoever it is that she is engaged to? Yeah, that's my theory anyways. Yep, this is the one moment that I was aware of in this episode before starting it. So the model's transferring in.
今日から転校してきた天野エリカです。
学校退学になった？
そういうことね。
The fuck?
原因はこれ。
Oh, that's why? She got
この写真。
Wait,
こ
what?
の前イヌスタに間違えてアップしちゃったのよね。
間違えたって。
ほら、5秒ルールって
Why'd she get
すぐ消したから大丈夫だと思ったんだけど。
expelled for that?
オルジョの誰
While everyone's sitting away from her. Oh my god, that's... So I'm predicting this going in the direction of it being really sad for her that everyone doesn't want to get near her and the ones that do are sucking up to her. That's my next prediction.
なるほど。いつものあれか。転校することになったのは俺のせいでもあるしな。
Or it's gonna be similar to that when she wants to make friends, but she's too shy
言い
to.
名付けって内緒の約束だしな。
But like with her birth parents.
私、同じクラスの瀬川ヒロっていうの。よろしくね。
お？
よろしく。
Sagawa Hiro, that's her name.
球
Okay.
員やってるから。
Hopefully I'll be able to remember it before
何で
long.
も聞いてね。それじゃあ、言い名付けがいるのに告白してきたってこと？好きな人がいたな
I
ら
don't
聞いて
know
ない。
if it would
私
go
と
this
同棲しよう
bad.
ぜ。
It's not like she wants to marry
ど
Nagi.
ういうこ
So I
と？
don't think she would be offended that Nagi has a crush on another girl. Just saying. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I don't think that would make much
変わ
sense,
った形
honestly.
してるでしょ。
She doesn't want to marry him any more than he wants to marry
よく迷子になる
her.
んだよ。
Ooh.
次の体育、バレーボールだって。
I'm liking what I'm
そうなん
seeing.
だ。
Show me more.
これはいわゆる覗きなのでは？
エリカちゃん、胸大きくない？そう？ヒロちゃんだって。
He's a fast one.
見てないからセ
Get
ー
the
フ
hell out of there. Ouch. Holy shit. And he goes down. God damn.
はいこれいつもぼーっとしてるからな
なくなっちゃって。
Wait, what the hell's going on
実
here?
はエリカちゃんの大ファンだったんだ。
Oh, okay, so
だってね。
so she's actually a huge fan of
最高なんだよ。
Erica's social
何より
media
主催のエリ
presence.
カちゃんが可愛いの。垣間見えるセレブの生活がマジゴージャス。髪の毛サラツヤでヤバい。笑顔がド級、服のコーデ神。これなんて見て。全人類が焦点。
カメラマンがすごいだけだろ
おい。まさかエリカちゃんと同じ学校に通えるなんて。
それで嬉し泣きって
I mean, everyone else is also seems to be a huge fan of her, but I guess she was just being, I forgot her name already. She was being a lot less obvious about it, I guess.
私の方がファンだからね。
はい瀬川さんって意外となんだ
Wow.
な
この写真が大好きで。まずこう。
Okay then. That was menacing as
本当だ
hell.
いいやつなんだ
Don't argue with a fanboy or a fanboy or a fangirl as intense as that when they say they're a bigger fan than you, okay? Unless you're able to match their intensity, just don't argue.
なんでもない。
まあもろもろの事情は帰ったら話すとして天野さんにとっていい学校生活になるといいな
じゃあ今の授業全然わからないの？そうなの。オルジョより全然進んでるっていうか、さすが目黒川っていうか、そもそも進んでるのかどうかもわかんないっていうか、宿題とかも普段は家庭教師が一緒にやってくれるし。
マジか
なるほど。事情はわかりました。ここは学年1位の私と2位の海野くんで全面バックアップしましょう。
え
ほというわけでこれからは3人で朝活しまーす。朝活？
天野さんも
Wait, what? Okay, so the episode's done now. I didn't really get what was at the end there. I want to look at it again. So Amano says my tutor normally does my homework with me. Seriously, I see. I understand. In that case, why don't I, being top of our grade, and Umino being second, provide you with full support? Which means the three of us will be having morning study sessions together. With Amano. And then she's just smiling at the end there. There's the three of them. Okay, it looks like that's it. Not as major as it was pretty dramatic, so I expected it to be much more major than that, but I guess not. So overall, pretty damn good episode once again. There was one issue that I had with it, which was that, like, and really with the series as a whole so far that was revealed in this episode, which is that Amano's father allowed her to become engaged to Nagi, even though he must have known that her school did not allow non-platonic relationship, which is an all-girls school, did not allow non-platonic relationships with the opposite sex. And he must have known that if they found out about it, she'd get expelled. You know, I like trashy rom-coms, and this series is not bad. That does not kill my enjoyment for the series whatsoever. But I did expect smarter writing, I guess, from the author of Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, which is one of the best rom-coms I've ever read. But again, it's just, I do think it's a flaw, but it's not something that kills my enjoyment for the series. I'm still really enjoying the series a lot. So overall, fantastic episode, aside from that little blunder right there. So still haven't gotten deep into Sachi yet, but the series is going to be 2 cores, which you don't get a lot nowadays. Now this episode did a really great job. See, it has flaws, but it also at the same exact time showcases why this author is so great. Because in a single episode, it got me invested in the friendship dynamic between this trio, okay, and the secrets that they're still keeping from each other, because the blue-haired chick, still forgot her name, purple-haired chick, and Nagi haven't told Amano yet that Nagi confessed to her, and Nagi and Amano haven't told her yet that they're engaged. So there are still secrets, but this episode did a really great job getting me in a single episode, getting me invested in the friendship dynamic between these 3. Okay? So again, even when there are flaws, this writer shows me just why he or she, I'm not sure if it's a male or female, but why this writer is so great at this. Like, you know what, I'm gonna... So, Miki Yoshikawa, so I'm assuming female. Yeah, female. So, it shows me why she's so great, because she's really good at building characters, at building lovable characters. Okay? Like, this is the second time she's proven it to me. I'm not sure what else she's done. So, she hasn't done much. Yamada-kun and Seven Witches serialized from 2012 to 2017. A couple of Cuckoos started in 2020 and still ongoing. Before Yamada, she did Flunk Punk Rumble, which is she did from 2006 to 2011. Also, the artwork looks very similar to Fairy Tail, and that's probably because she actually worked under Hiro Mashima before becoming a mangaka of her own. And she also started a series in 2021 called Hiragi-san no Kyuketsu Jijo. Started in 2021, still ongoing. And this only one here on Wikipedia that isn't linked to another page, so I don't know anything about it. Just started last year though. So out of the 2 series I've seen from her so far, she seems really good, and I kind of want to read Flunk Punk Rumble now, just to see how that one is. Apparently it got an OVA in 2015, but it was only 7 minutes. It was called Yankee-kun na Yamada-kun to Megane-chan to Majo. So it had some similarities with the title of Yamada-kun, I guess. But still, she is really... even when her writing has flaws, there's one thing she's always consistent at, it seems like, is making the main characters so lovable and likable. And that's, in my opinion, the most important thing. So, yeah. But anyways, though, overall, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more content in the future. Hit the notification bell if you want to know whenever I upload a new video, because I release new videos all the time. Share around other places on the internet if you think it deserves it, such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Try to get my channel more attention. And like always, comment on the video down below because it'll help my channel out. Let me know your thoughts on this video and on this episode, on the series as a whole, on source material if you're a fan of it, and on the author if you're a fan of her in general. And also, if you've read Flunk Punk Rumble, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think I should read it? And what are your thoughts on the whole idea that her father let her be engaged to a guy even though he knew that I could get her expelled from school? He must have known. Anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.